Namaste,
Namaste.
Narad sir.
Um,
Sorry, I missed a lot. And
it's been a rough time, but I had a friend help me. What page are we on?
so, Narad sir, we are on page 153.
153. Okay, I'm keeping track now. So now I have to go to 153. Okay. And the line number?
The line is in between the page. This earth is not alone, our teacher and nurse.
Hmm, Okay. Let's see then. This earth. Yes, I'm ready to go.
Okay,
So we can start.
sure. This earth is not alone, our teacher and nurse. The powers of all the worlds have entrance here.
Well, this is so interesting because just the other night, Saturday night, actually, last night, we were in the Life Divine with Ranganathan.
Mhm.
We came to this very thing about these powers of all the worlds having entrance here. In other words, they have that ability to interact with human beings on earth,
Mhm.
often for the good, sometimes for the bad. So they have their own planes of existence, but those planes are flexible and they can interact with us here. So,
Okay. In their own fields, they follow the wheel of law and cherish the safety of a settled tide. On earth, out of their changeless orbit thrown, their law is kept, lost their fixed form of things.
so this is very, very interesting because in every field of life, even above the ignorance, there are laws, but the laws change according to the um, according to the plane of existence that we're on. For
Mhm.
example, if we go to the higher mind, there is no plane, there is no morality that we understand on earth because there's light and there's peace. And so these powers are following their own wheel of law and they are cherishing the safety of a type that is stable, permanent, settled type. And not only that, but on earth, they are thrown out of their changeless orbit, but their law is kept. But the
Mhm.
fixed form of things is lost. So they can appear here as, oh, what should I say, as fairies, as as imps, as lower beings or higher beings, even as gods.
Mhm.
The law is kept, but their fixed form of everything is lost, and therefore they're able to meet with us in interchange.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
Okay, please carry on.
Sure. Into a creative chaos they cast, where all asks order, but is driven by chance. Strangers to earth nature, they must learn earth's ways. Aliens or opposites, they must unite. They work and battle and with pain agree. These joins, those parts, all parts and joins anew. But never can we know and truly live till all have found their divine harmony.
So that's Sri Aurobindo's conclusion to
Hmm.
these lines. So these beings from other worlds are cast into a creative chaos, and
Hmm.
everything wants order, but it seems to be driven by chance.
Mhm.
Of course, Sri Aurobindo doesn't believe in chance, but he's using that to express uh, this stare, or this plane of being in the book of the Traveler of the Worlds.
Mhm.
So they are strangers to earth nature, and therefore they have to learn the ways of the earth. And whether they are aliens or opposites, they have to somehow unite.
Mhm.
So he has a lot of things here, colon there, and then a colon in the next line. So they work and battle and with pain agree. They agree with pain. These join those part, all parts and joins anew. But never can we know and truly live. Never can we know, not they, we know and
Mhm.
truly live till all have found their divine harmony. So we
Mhm.
are talking about these beings from other planes of existence. But then Sri Aurobindo moves it to us with that never can we know and truly live till all have found their divine harmony. Now he's going
Mhm.
to continue with us, our life.
Okay. Now, it's just one thing that pops in my head here. In US, I think there's this area 56 or 65, right, where they generally spot aliens towards Arizona. Um, I mean, is that like a similar connection where people say that they see space shuttles in the air and aliens and
Yeah, and usually we don't like to call them aliens so much as otherworldly beings. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So that is true, and there are many, many sightings. There are thousands of sightings.
Right, right.
And I don't know if I told you this story, but did I tell you about this incredible invention that was made in Nevada, where one could destroy an entire city without damaging any buildings, just do away with the people?
Oh my God.
It was so powerful. And before they got to use it, a spaceship came over Nevada and it melted that whole thing. That whole design was useless. At the same time, another spaceship hovered over Russia because Russia had invented the same thing and it also destroyed that thing. So there we are being looked after. Can be
Mm-hmm.
sure of that. So let's continue now with our life's uncertain way.
Sure. Our life's uncertain way winds circling on, our mind's unquiet search asks always light, till they have learned their secret in their source, in the light of the timeless and its spaceless home.
Yeah, so I have to go to 154.
Yeah. In the joy of the eternal soul and one. Sorry,
Yeah,
it took time to switch to the page. Yeah.
yeah, that's okay. In the joy of the eternal, and it's SOLE, so it means alone and one soul.
Mhm.
So
So,
that's
okay.
so now our life's uncertain way is winding, circling on, no doubt. Our
Mhm.
mind's unquiet search asks always lie, till they have learned their secret in their source, in the light of the timeless and its spaceless home, in the joy of the eternal, soul and one. The eternal is God, capital E, just
Mhm.
another synonym for God.
Mhm.
Okay? And Sri
Yes.
Aurobindo says in The Life Divine, the eternal is our refuge. All the rest are false values, the ignorance and its mazes, a self bewilderment of the soul in phenomenal nature. And that's a very important statement because it's not a total bewilderment of the soul. The soul has allowed itself to become bewildered in nature. And that's why we have ignorance. And that's why we have evolution. Because involution that comes directly from the divine is absolutely perfect. It's only in the evolution that problems occur. So carry on now.
Okay, this is powerful. Okay.
Very powerful.
But now the light supreme is far away. Our conscious life obeys the inconscient's laws. To ignorant purposes and blind desires, our hearts are moved by an ambiguous force. Even our minds' conquests wear a battered crown.
Yes, they wear a battered crown because mind does not have the capability to see something directly.
Okay.
We put together different parts
Mm, mm,
and make a synthesis of it, but we
mm,
don't see the whole. Mind cannot see the whole. And so our hearts are moved by an ambiguous force. And also we have blind desires, and our conscious life is obeying the inconscious laws. And the inconscient is something that is reality. It is
mhm,
present everywhere.
mm.
So, very important lines.
Yes. A slowly changing order binds our will. I
Okay,
think that's
that
it.
is basically an evolutionary statement. That we
Mhm,
have an order, there is an order of things. There is a predestined order in everything.
mhm,
I mean, we could even say that there's a predestination that we will be born and that we will die. But this is why Mother and Sri Aurobindo came to prevent death, to free us from death. And then he says that this slowly changing order that binds, ties our will. This is our doom until our souls are free.
Okay.
You can read a little more.
Yes. This is our doom until our souls are free. A mighty hand then rolls minds firmament, firmaments back. Infinity takes up the finite's acts, and nature steps into the eternal light.
Ah, very important because he capitalizes the word and.
Mhm.
That's the divine's hand.
Yes.
And these firmaments, these vaults or expanses of the mind, he
Mhm.
rolls back. He
Mhm.
rolls them back, this mighty hand.
Mhm.
And infinity then takes up the finite's acts. And nature, capital N, steps into the eternal light. How beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful. Then only ends the stream of nether life.
So until that hand can roll these firmaments of mind back, and until infinity can even take up the finite's acts, and until nature can step into the eternal light, well, only then this stream of nether life ends.
Mhm. At the outset of this enigmatic world,
Enigmatic.
enigmatic, okay. At the outset of this enigmatic world, which seems at once an enormous brute machine and a slow unmasking of the spirit in things. In this revolving chamber without walls, in which God sits impassive everywhere, as if unknown to him and by us
No,
unseen.
as if unknown to himself.
Oh, sorry. As if unknown to himself and by us unseen, in a miracle of inconscient secrecy, yet is all here his action and his will.
You didn't get a chance to read this.
No, not here. I didn't come down to the
Oh,
second para.
okay. So we'll go through this carefully. At the outset, in other words, the outset is the initial stage of something, it's the
Mhm,
beginning of something.
mhm,
At the outset of this enigmatic, puzzling world, and enigma is a puzzle,
mhm,
enigmatic, which seems now, not is, but
mhm,
seems at once an enormous brute machine and a slow unmasking of the spirit in things. In this revolving chamber without walls, it's a it's the wheel of existence of the cape of the cosmos, in which God sits impassive everywhere, because the divine does not have any passion towards anything. He assigns that to Prakriti, to the creative mother. That's the mother's work. As if
mhm,
unknown to himself, as if now. This is again this famous phrase of Sri Aurobindo. He doesn't say he is unknown to himself, as if
mhm,
unknown to himself. and by us unseen in a miracle of inconscient secrecy. Yet is all here his action and his will. Maybe you should read now, I think. It's, oh,
Okay.
we have 8 minutes left. So,
You want me to go back to page 153, okay? Yeah.
yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. This earth is not alone our teacher and nurse. The powers of all the worlds have entrance here. In their own fields, they follow the wheel of law and cherish the safety of a settled tide. On earth, out of their changeless orbit thrown, their law is kept, lost their fixed form of things. Into a creative chaos they are cast, where all asks order but is driven by chance. Strangers to earth nature, they must learn earth's ways. Aliens or opposites, they must unite. They work and battle and with pain agree. These joins, those parts, all parts and joins anew. But never can we know and truly live till all have found their divine harmony. Our life's uncertain way winds circling on. Our mind's unquiet search asks always light, till they have learned their secret in their source, in the light of the timeless and its spaceless home. In the joy of the eternal soul and one.
The eternal soul and one.
Okay. In the joy
Sounds
of,
like this SOUL.
oh, soul, soul. In the joy of the eternal soul and one, but now the light supreme is far away. Our conscious life obeys the inconscious laws to ignorant purposes and blind desires. Our hearts are moved by an ambiguous force. Even our mind's conquests wear a battered crown. A slowly changing order binds our will. This is our doom until our souls are free. A mighty hand then rolls mind's firmaments back. Infinity takes up the finite's acts, and nature steps into the eternal light. Then only ends this dream of nether life. At the at the outset of this
Yes.
enigmatic world,
Enigmatic.
enigmatic,
Enigmatic.
at the outside of this enigmatic world,
Outset. At the outset, not sight. Yeah.
at the outset of this enigmatic world,
Yes.
which seems at once an enormous brute machine and a slow unmasking of the spirit in things.
Unmasking. Unmasking. Taking the mask off.
Off, okay. And a slow unmasking of the Spirit in things, in this revolving chamber without walls, in which God sits impassive everywhere, as if unknown to himself and by us unseen, in a miracle of inconscient secrecy, yet is all here his action and his will.
Good. So happy to see you back again.
Thank you so much, Narad sir. I missed a lot.
Thank you so much.
No worries, Narad sir.
Thank
No
you.
worries.
Namaste.
Thank you again. Yeah, you have a great week ahead.
Thank
Yeah.
you.